What's up, guys? So, continuing the vlog from the rest of the week. Check this out. This is what happens when you put the camera in front of your face, in front of the thing. So, yesterday, obviously, I got the Detolf back in there. This Detolf has not found a new home as of yet. But, I'm getting ready to go to work. Obviously, I've got my uniform on. But, I had an idea last night. That's why I didn't finish. Oh, second of all, this wall is no longer colorful, and it's very sad. I boxed up all my World of Nintendo figures because I don't know where the Wall of Nintendo is going to be in the coming future. So, what I really considered doing last night, since I've already talked about getting rid of the stand over here, just look through the thing. So, getting rid of that TV stand. And I was thinking, I need to open up the floor a lot more than I have. And I was thinking, in the future, if I need to expand, I can't. I have nowhere to go. Because this whole wall is my set and everything else. So I was thinking, I was like, I've got all this somewhat unusable space right in front of the window. And all I need is a backdrop or a board. So I'm thinking what I might do is just go get like a piece of MDF or some cheap plywood, something, and just build a vertical piece behind my set to, you know, extend my sheet up, and then just put my review set in front of the window. Like maybe not right up against it, so I have a little bit of space in case, you know, it does leak or whatever. But that way my table and my set will be mobile, so to speak. It'll be independent. It won't be relying on being attached to the friggin' wall. And the only thing I'll have to do is modify where the power comes from, which will be the plug over there. But then I'll have to change where my Detolf power comes from. But I can figure that out, honestly. Because I think of what I do there, I've got plenty of power strips, and I hate using power strips plugged into power strips, plugged into power strips, because you really shouldn't. But if I have a small power strip plugged in at over there where the remote is, I can power the Detolf wall off of that, and then my review set off. It's just slightly offset from there, so it'll be lots and lots of plugs plugged in everywhere. But actually, technically, I'll have two outlets there. I guess I could do it that way. It won't have to be all a thing. But that would leave this wall open for more billies, which I'm already considering to go get. So I'm thinking if I leave those alone like they currently are, leave that as may, get either like another billy, like a bigger one, and I could put it here, or I go with a smaller one and I put it right beside it. So I go big, small, which might look pretty cool. And then I use the area above. So if I got all that area above that to run, say, artwork or Nintendo figures or whatever, that would mean that I can have my review set over here behind it. I mean, my deal won't be up against the wall anymore. And then I'll have open space in the middle of the floor, which is usually taken up by tables and everything else like that. So I can move my other tables, you know, my side tables, and actually use them to build off of. You know, so even if I put a display here, I could actually have a working area for building. You know, I've got my overhead lights. I can actually make use of that. And I considered this, and I have been considering this. If I clear out a bunch of crap that I just don't need anymore out of this closet, such as beer, and if I move my comic books, my short boxes out and put them on the shelves, that'll also give me more space in the closet for backlog. So the backlog could live in the closet. I can move these shelves somewhere else, or sell them off for 10 bucks, whatever. They don't cost much. But that way I could put this Detolf, or even two Detolfs at that point, over here to display totally random things, like my Halo collection, like my legendary helmet, my Reach statue that's been in its box forever, the Xboxes. All those things could be in the Detolf and be nice and pretty, and don't have to worry about that much dust. But that'll clear out most of the space of the floor that is usually taken up. So my review set would be over there. If I want to have a set or something set up for podcasting or live streaming, that's what the other tables are for. And all I got to do is move a computer and maybe get another set of lights or just put in another bulb, whatever. And then if I want to have one facing the wall of Detoss, I can do that. If I want to have one facing the wall of Billy's, I could do that. You know, basically kind of grow things up a little bit. And I'm tired of having to walk around crap in here, and that's what I always have to do. So basically trying to get my set out from being in the center of the room off to a separate set, or, you know, separate part of the room. And it sucks to have it all in here. I know it is what it is, but, you know. And it kind of would look cool to have it here and then surrounded by Billy's and stuff like that, but then it's still right in the middle of everything. And if I need to build, I can't do anything because I've got my side tables, or I need somewhere to put my stuff that's upcoming for review would be slightly in the way. But I've got all that space over there that's only being taken up by a TV stand that's just holding things that can be put away once I get rid of stuff, you know. So that's my thoughts right now. I mean, there's plenty of things I want to keep out, or keep, I should say, because I've got boxes and stuff like that for more high-end, bigger figures that I want to keep. But I'm thinking that if I get one more Detolf, so I need that over there, no problem. I get one more Billy, whether it's a small one or a big one, either way. A big one would do me a little bit better, so it would just fill this area right here. And then if I needed another small one right there, because one can definitely fit in this hole here, it will definitely work. And that'll give me lots and lots of display space for things. And even the backlog could technically go on it to get it out of the middle of the floor. So, I mean, I've got options. I'm going to have to rearrange. You know, I've dealt with things like this for, you know, going on over 2 years now, going into 3. And I've got to make the space work for me. So I need more display space, and I'm losing an entire wall, but I've got one wall I can't use for displaying purposes. So I may as well move the thing that, you know, I don't need to display, so to speak. So basically, as the layout of the room is, move the review set to there, get more display cabinets here, and then move this backlog elsewhere, and then maybe get another Detolf for the space right over there. So, another IKEA run this weekend, perhaps, because money's going to get thin again starting next week because it's Christmas. Everything drops off heartily, so. But that's my idea. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking it's a good idea to just rearrange things as such. I'm going to lose some of my wall space for, like, my wall of Nintendo, but I could potentially gain enough space for all the artwork I want to hang up, stuff like that. Or I can move some of this artwork elsewhere. Like the car stuff, I could probably put that up in the bedroom. Because there's nothing on the wall. I don't know what happened there. But there's nothing on the wall in our bedroom. So I could put, like, the car artwork up in there. I want to keep all nerd stuff kind of centralized here. But I could also hang up some stuff. Because there used to be... I got no light out here. There used to be a puzzle here that is now hanging up in the living room. So I could put a couple things just right here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I got to get ready to go to work. I'm outputting the vlog from the last couple things. So that's that. But yeah, I have to let that room breathe a bit. I've got to let it be updated. So, yay for that. But I gotta go to work and go do other things. I'm thirsty. I haven't had anything to drink all morning, and I need, like, some coffee or some caffeine or something. But I'm excited for the possibilities of this. I think it's going to be really cool in the end run. So maybe if I get a Detolf, I got to do the math here. So it's going to be about $150 regardless. So I get one more Detolf for this corner just to finish off the wall of detolfs. I get one more skinny billy for the time being, and I can put it over there against that wall. And I get a big piece of plywood or particle board or something and a couple brackets to build up the back of my set. And then that way it can be self-contained. So that's what I'm planning on. And I'll have to move my plugs, and I'll have to rearrange my lighting setup, my electrical setup in here, but that's not too big a deal. As long as I don't have to try to move the wall of detolfs. But that will give me, all of this wall will now be somewhat sound deadened with everything. But it'd be even better. Obviously, I don't want cabinets coming all the way to here. Don't want to block out the entrance. But the wall of Nintendo will have to be moved. Sad. Or I just do the thing, and I, like everybody else, and I just try to display them in, as they are. But I don't really like doing that. But gotta go. I keep saying that. I gotta go. I'll probably come back later with what I decide to do. Because if I have to go to IKEA again, I gotta steal the wife's car again. It's the only way to haul a Billy. See you guys later. What's up, guys? So now it's Saturday morning. Been up and about doing laundry. And wifey's in there just chilling. Thinking I'm going to go ahead while I've got some time, and I'm going to clear all of this off so that I can get this out of here and move my table. So I think I'm not really going to keep this particular entertainment stand. I think we'll just set it out at the curb, see if anybody wants it. It's still in great shape, so I mean somebody could take it, but I want to get just all this crap out of here. It's just taking up space. So I think I'm just going to put all of these kits into the detolf, and then clear off the Halo stuff, get rid of these glasses that I don't care about, and just get this thing cleaned off so I can get my review set right here in front of the window, and then I can go get some plywood or MDF, probably MDF, and get that thing fixed at least by the end of the weekend or so. Just getting a few brackets, things like that, bolted all together. Maybe even some clamps for holding the fabric down a lot tighter. And then once I got that, I don't remember if I said this yesterday or not, I think I'll use this for my Halo stuff. So if I've got Halo 3 Xbox, put Legendary Chief helmet on top of it, the Halo Reach Xbox with the statue on top of it, Halo 4, and then whatever else. Halo stuff, maybe. That's what I'm thinking, because that'll get it contained and out of the way. But I can put some of the other things, like, I don't know, the Halo Xbox boxes, back in the closet if I get rid of some other stuff. So, it is what it is. I'm going to figure it out. Because I do want to make an IKEA run either today while I've got a little bit of time, or first thing tomorrow morning. Because I want to get at least one more Billy for there. I don't know if I'll go... I might get 2 Billies again. Just do this same, do a small and a big, and just go dink dink, or dink dink. I don't know. I don't think I want 2 big ones side by side. But I'll figure it out. I don't know. Or like I said before, maybe I'll go get my last detolf, so I can have that end down there, and I can really finish off my gunpla display, at least as it is. So if I go get one more small Billy in a detolf, that will at least get me really started down the road I want to be on for display purposes. If I get those 2 things, a bit of plywood, get the room rearranged. I mean, even if I put this thing, not on the curb just yet, but set it right over there, just off to the side maybe. No, because then a trip over coming in. Either way. But that'll allow me to get my side tables out of the way, so to speak, so that I can get back to work this weekend, because I want to finish that Voltron. But I've got a lot of rearranging to do before I can manage that. So I'm going to get on that. I'm tired. So, yay, the set is no longer over here. Got side table there for right now. Set is now by the window, which once again I need to get the backdrop, so to speak, get that covered. Think about getting some sound deadening stuff for the backside. Just some crate foam, whatever, just to keep sound out while I'm recording. One thing I'm playing around with was the extra detolf for my Halo stuff. So this is what I've come up with so far. So Halo 3 stuff up here. I'm going to put the Halo Reach statue in there. Then you got the Halo Reach, and then the Halo 4. And then my Master Chief helmet will go on top. Of course, I got my Pokemon up there right now, but that's at least getting the games and stuff, or at least the Xboxes and the boxes in a display. So I don't have to store things the same way anymore. Now, of course, being inside of detolf, it's a little bit limited. That's why I went with this box and then Xbox on top. I was trying to get them vertical, and it didn't look as good display-wise. But mind you, these are things that aren't really meant to be displayed as such. But obviously, it's not going to stay there. This is a practice run. Like I said, I think I'm going to put it right here once I get the ability to go there, because I'm going to move my backlog at that point. So I think I will get one more small and then a big. And the small will either go in that corner or use it as a divider. So I'll have small here and then another big here. And then that'll be where my backlog and stuff goes. And then like comic books, anything else I can pull out of the closet, so to speak. I mean, once again, the idea was maybe to get the backlog in the closet, but having it out at least lets me see what I have to do. Other thing is, if I have some slightly bigger shelves, I can display some other things, like maybe the Millennium Falcon I've got in there, or what's down here on the floor, which is my custom Retribution build. But I'm tired already. Moving that TV stand out of here was not easy, as you guys probably saw in the time-lapse video. Just getting everything maneuvered with all this crap still in here was not easy. But at the moment, at least, I've got some floor space, and once things are really kind of tucked away, that'll make a difference. Like I said, I don't know that I'll have time to go to IKEA today. I would love to. We got a family thing tonight, and we got to go to my mom's before that, a couple hours early. So, it's all in progress, so to speak. Whew, freaking tired. Now, one thing I would like to be able to do is, since I'm going to be covering up this wall plug, maybe cut a little panel out that I can Velcro to it or something like that, so I can still access the plug if I need to be able to plug in right there. Something like that, because the billies go flat up against the wall. So I might need to cut a relief, as it were. But once again, I'm torn. I mean, I like my corner option here. It actually does leave me a lot of space, but it looks a little like dead-ended there. Another small one there would cover up my wiring, but it would also kind of make it impossible to get to my wiring if I need to. But once I think because I have all of this down here on the side of my thing, I can plug in that remote switch and stuff like that on the side of the table, more or less. So that way, this will be like my power base, so to speak. I don't know, but I got my internet plugged in over there. Hopefully it'll work still. I will say that I might if I don't put another billy right there, I'll probably scooch my set over just a little bit, because right now, as you can see, it's pretty tight to get in there to modify detolfs. So I might scooch it over, because I don't need to do a whole lot over here on the actual bookcases. So if I move it over just a little bit, it'll probably give me some more room to at least work on the detolf side. Also, I don't know how that detolf got so wonky. It was straight. Weird. I must have knocked it before I put everything in it. But getting all those Gunpla, I mean, just to give you an idea here. So that's just a makeshift 00 shelf from this year, and then some IBO stuff, and then just leftover things down there. And that's just what I managed to fit in there with little to no planning or execution. So if I get the Star Wars and Power Ranger stuff out of the details, that'll give me 2 whole areas to work with. Maybe a little bit more, so that I can really start building out my collection a little bit better. But like I said, Billies are needed for that. But for now, I'm going to go rest. My back hurts, and I'm going to plan things out a little bit. What's up, guys? So, got nothing done yesterday, so today went to IKEA. I've got a couple Billies, they're out there. I just had to close the door for TV's sake. I'm going to try to assemble them in here. I don't know if I'm going to pull it off. The smaller one, probably. The bigger one, probably not. But I can reorganize some things here. But like I said yesterday, and I've repeated myself several times, I'm going to go ahead and move the backlog onto one of the shelves. And one thing I found, they have Billy, like short, like half bookcases, but like, and this is ridiculous, the white versions of Billy's are about $20 to $30 cheaper than the black-brown ones. That's annoying. Kind of like Facebook notifications. So, like I said, oh, and I did talk to my dad yesterday. He has full sheets of plywood, so I don't have to go buy that. So Christmas, when we're over there for Christmas, I'm going to go ahead and cut myself a hunk of plywood so I can finish this thing off, so that I can actually do, you know, the rest of my life again. Because I haven't reviewed anything, I haven't built anything in like a week. Like literally a week ago, I started that Voltron. So maybe tonight I'll do a live stream to work on that some more, but I'm still debating, and it's going to take it. So what I think I'll do, like I said before, I'm going to set it up so that I could put a small Billy there, whether I do it today or whether I do it later. I need to adjust these shelves, scooch them out so that I can get one there, and then I'll just leave it. It'll be done for future reference. And one thing I was thinking about doing, maybe leaving a gap here and doing my Nintendo wall in the gap. And that'll come down to moving stuff. Because I think just those 2 Billies together will take up minimum this space. But if I'm getting rid of the backlog shelving, I'm just putting all this stuff on a new shelf and moving the detolf over there, I will have more space. So even if I do set one of the Billies like right here and secure it to the wall, it'll be okay. You know, it'll be a little bit of a to get in, but not that bad. So I've got to get started on building those Billies. Like I said, I'll probably start with the small one because they're easy to do. But it's something I need to do this week because I'll have some extra time. Once I have the backboard up there, I need to plow through this whole box of toys that I need to review. They've just been sitting there, and I'm feeling crappier and crappier about it. It's like, because I keep buying more, but I'm reviewing new stuff, not reviewing the stuff that I've had for like several months. I don't know. We'll see what's up. I'm trying to get the wifey out of the house so I can work, because we got a little bit of a surprise, so that means that we'll have like a little bit more money to work with. I don't know why this push pin, oh, I just stuck that there, that's right. Oh, and one thing I did do, I started hanging artwork. I did a little more out there. I'll do a few here. I need more screws. It's the only thing I'm lacking. So let's get to it. Alright, well, I've got that one done, but my dumb time-lapse phone decided to not time-lapse the second I hit it, and I was busy building and didn't even notice. So no time-lapse for building this, which kind of pisses me off. But now I've got to move everything out of the way to figure out how to get this thing in place and where it's gonna go. Enjoy. Alright guys, one down, one more to go. So I got this one done, and even though I said I was going to set it up to do it later, it would have been way too hard to get all this in place, do it temporarily. You can see I've got my Power Ranger stuff there. Nice setup. Looks pretty good. Fairly empty shelf there for future things. Still got a few more Power Rangers figures I can add to that later. I don't think any of my deluxe Megazords will fit. They're a little too big. But it was a pain. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but trying to move this giant shelf with everything still on it, huge pain in the butt. Trying to get the bottom brackets lined up, huge pain in the butt. And one thing is, I can't anchor this one to the wall because it's too far away. It's a good like 2 or 3 inches from the wall, and I don't think, look at the brackets here, I think even at full extension, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that to the wall. I mean, I can certainly try, though. One problem I had when I was up there trying to re-secure this one to the wall, I kept hitting my head on the ceiling fan. Stood up right into it. Let me see something here. This is actually not quite tall enough, but oh no, there's no way. That's actually like 4 or 5 inches from the wall. So basically what it comes down to is this one is anchoring these. Now what I think I have here, it looked like there was some extra like side brackets that I got with the corner hardware, and I think those might be to tie other ones together. I need to go look. No, I don't know what that is. Oh, this is for securing the extension on top. Okay, well, that's not going to do me any good. So one thing what I wanted was to be able to band the two things together. I don't think there's hardware for that. Oh well. Time to get this big one done. Progress. Backlog has been moved and mostly organized. So gotta just figure out a couple other things. Shelf spacing, maybe. I'd do what I could, but like I could probably compact the bottom shelves because I don't really need to put a lot down there. But I was thinking if I moved my something, it's like maybe one short box can go down there. Maybe 2. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Kind of want to get my comics out of the closet, just to free up some space. Plus, that way I can read them if I want. But I've got the backlog shelves taken apart, or well, broke down, I should say. So I'm going to take these apart, figure out what to do with them. I'll store them, sell them for $10. I don't know. But I want to get. The goal is to get that detail right over here to do the thing, and then get my tables situated in here, and then do a live stream tonight. I think it'll be fun. Yeah. Alright guys, so a little bit of trickery here. Still wearing the same shirt. It's actually the next morning. Did the live stream last night after I got everything set up. That was good. Got to work on my Voltron, but I didn't get a chance to show off the finality of everything. Also, my time-lapse camera died while videoing all of this, so got the Halo TOF as it is set up and in place, and either it's really crooked or the wall is really crooked. It really does look like it's sloping badly, like here. I'm trying to see if you can see that or not. I don't know. But this was a hand-me-down detail, hence why it never matched. I'm starting to think it has a broken foot on the backside, so we'll see. But right now, I'm editing this vlog, oddly enough, but I realized that I didn't have an end for it because I went to go make dinner and never finished vlogging. So, we saw that the backlog is all put up there with the exception of a few kits that are sitting right over there. I forgot to put them up. So today, Christmas Eve, yay, Christmas Eve, I'm going to work on Voltron. I'm probably going to live stream that again after this video gets output and uploaded. Facebook notifications. And then I'm going to do just some straightening up, try to get things a little bit more organized. I want to get that chair over here, my backup chair, cleaned out, which means I have to get my PG Exia out of there and over into a Detolf. I'm probably going to move my Star Wars stuff over to the last Billy over here. Just get it out of here. And I'll totally have a space just for that. I'm going to save the reorganizing and stuff like that for this next weekend, because it's going to take me a long time to reorganize my details. I'm not going to redo everything, but like I said, I'm going to try to move or get things organized. Like, I've got 00 stuff here, 00 stuff here, 00 stuff down there, and I want to get it all organized. If I have to, I'm going to have 2 straight details of nothing but 00. Which isn't a terrible thing. But a lot more work to do today. But I want to relax a bit. I want to finish Voltron. Tonight, we don't really have any plans. We already did the family thing. And we're going to go to my parents tomorrow. We're going to go to her parents tomorrow. And then we got to go back to work on friggin' Wednesday. That's one thing that sucks about having a Tuesday Christmas. But I hope you guys have a good one. All the things. Merry Christmas. I'll do a Christmas vlog just very briefly, at least showing off the stuff we got. And maybe tonight, when we go see Christmas lights, I'll film some of that. But I just want to get things a little bit organized. Oh, I did pick up one thing this morning at Target because I grabbed this for Dalton before, but I didn't get one for myself. It's the Siege Micromaster. I forgot, Stormcloud and Visper. I think it's the Jet Team? Airstrike Patrol? Whatever. But I had these guys when I was a kid, so I wanted to get these, so... Last Christmas present, so to speak. Oh, and one thing that's really annoying me. Just gonna bring this up. So, I showed off the Power Rangers thing yesterday, and by the way, it was so funny that, like, because the Billies are so dark, and I had the lights going, that this whole corner went pitch black in the time-lapse. That was so crazy. But anyways, the stupid blue Psycho Ranger will not stay standing, even though I have sticky stuff holding her feet. Or his feet. I don't remember. Either way, I'm going to have to do it twice, but look. Yeah, dumb thing won't stay standing. Keeps falling over. So, that's proof that the Legacy figures are terrible at standing one way or the other. Can you tell I've had coffee this morning? But I'll see you guys later. Merry Christmas. Like, subscribe, do all the thingies. And I'll be putting up multiple videos this week, probably talking to you guys about your favorites and stuff like that, because I need you guys to vote on a favorite builder from the year, which means I have to get a list of everybody who contributed this year, because it's been such a crazy, long, busy year that I don't remember who all was involved. And then, if you guys want to vote on I'll make a video, and you guys can comment galore on your favorite video of mine throughout this year, or a series, or whatever your favorite thing that I did this year, because it'd be fun to see what you guys liked, without actually physically going in and seeing what you guys liked. And then I got to work on my best and worst list. So yay for that. And yes, the F91 will not be on the list because I didn't build it, so therefore I can't rate it. So bye guys.